Hello everyone, this is EB the Sponge Reviewer here, and today I'm here to give you guys my review on the brand new SpongeBob SquarePants episode of today, Big League Bob. So yeah, this is the last episode of SpongeBob for this week, and sorry for the stuttering there. In this episode, SpongeBob gets an offering from an executive who drives into the Krusty Krab for a lunch break. To work at the Big League cooking tournament at a culinary stadium. And yeah, this episode was actually a pretty solid one. It's because that we actually got another new character for this season, which is the executive fish. He's this orange-like fish character where he has black pupils for eyes and he wears glasses. And he takes SpongeBob to the leagues for him to cook culinary food, and he gives Mr. Krabs an offering of money. So yeah, like I said before, this was actually a pretty fun episode of seeing SpongeBob training for the big leagues with these other contestants, which consist a shrimp, a turtle, and this one girl fish character. I don't know what type of fish she's supposed to be or marine animal, but she's like this fish character who's like very shy and not talkative as much. And there's these two running gags of the episode that features this one guy working as a hot dog stand on the freeway, and every time a driver goes by, they throw like a can at the guy, and this ends up turning into this one gag throughout the episode. And there's another gag that features Patrick in a hat. But every time SpongeBob sees Patrick wearing this hat, it's like a figment of his imagination, because every time he turns back around, he notices that Patrick vanishes. So Patrick in this episode had a pretty quote-unquote interesting role in this episode, but it's not all that big of a role. All he does is just compliment SpongeBob throughout the episode, but every time he turns around, he just vanishes. So it's kind of like a figment of his imagination or something, but yeah. And then, of course, when SpongeBob actually works... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry if these reviews have been all over the place. I know I keep apologizing a lot. That's because I tend to say something, but I end up not meaning to say it. But so when SpongeBob actually does compete at the league, it turns out that his cooking skills is good, but it turns out that he's struggling with it, and then it turns out that he's better off working at the Krusty Krab than working at culinary. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty solid episode. I enjoyed it, and it was pretty fun. Alright, so those are all of the new episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants and the Patrick Star Show for this week. Next week will be Season 3 of the Patrick Star Show, which are technically the other half of Season 2. There's a storm coming, so I'm going to go ahead and end off this review. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with the Season 3 premiere of the Patrick Star Show.